everybody, and welcome back to Ready to Roll Embers Beneath the Mountains. Tonight is our 27th session, and tonight actually marks our 1-year anniversary of doing Ready to Roll. As is apparent, looking around, our cast has changed quite a bit since we started a year ago, but, life happens, people move on, but we are all, glad to be here and be participating. Thank you very much for being here. So with our 1-year anniversary, we are actually doing a special giveaway. Our giveaway is, we're going to be giving away a homebrew hall dice. Mine is still buried in my stuff. Do you happen to have yours, Lydia, that you can show
I've
your
got
camera
mine
real quick? So it's just a regular D20, and on the 20 side, you have our homebrew hall logo, the H with the sword going through it. Pretty white and red, and red lettering. Very nice dice. It's given to us by the Little Miss Fodder. If you've ever, if you heard us, you probably heard us on curse Little Miss Fodder dice rolling. They're very good dice. So
why would we curse it if they're so good?
They're good. Well, I mean, you've heard me curse Little Miss Fodder dice rolling, but. So, very good dice. To enter that, you will see the giveaway is now open. You can enter that by entering hashtag 1year in the chat. It'll be going all night. I'll remind people again at the halfway mark, and we will. You should get a message from Moobot if you entered in correctly. You entered in. But yeah, so mention again the halfway mark, and we'll draw the winner at the end of the, the end of the session tonight. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and get started.
So thank you, chat, for the hype train. Goodness gracious! I don't think we've had one of those on this channel before.
We've never had a hype train on the channel. Well, thank you. But so anyway, so what happened last time on Ready to Roll? That's for me to tell you. Saw our announcement. Our announcement was pretty detailed and thorough, but this is what happened. The party had been visited during the night by several people. Cor Vit himself had gotten a visitation from a visitation from Bronislav during the night, informing him that he needed to spend the next day with his sister or something terrible would happen. And Galina had been visited by the mysterious Captain Elanov, and had been told that if they wanted to meet with the Dark Priestess, who is the person who's kind of been like messing with their lives for the past little bit, that they would need to be at the docks in his ship, the Seahawk, by midnight the next day. It was unclear to the party at the time, when they eventually got together and discussed this, whether or not these two events would contradict each other. So anyway, they did get together at Galina's behest and discussed it, and Galina, did it in a very secretive manner because she was like, well, we're being watched all the time. I don't want to necessarily, like, blab too much information, so she did it in a very good way. But then, after that, they went to sleep, woke up the next morning. Cor Vit went to find his sister to do as he'd been told by the saint, and when he arrived with his sister, he kind of opened up about everything, told everything that happened to him in the past year, everything that was going on, and his sister said, then he asked his sister if there's anything he could do to try to make stuff up to her, and she said, I need you to go renounce your inheritance. And he did. He went to his father, tried to renounce his inheritance, and his father laughed at him. And his father said, yeah, whatever, go back. And so he went to his sister and said, hey, I tried, and Dad didn't go for it. And she said, that's fine, as long as you tried. And then promptly stabbed him in the back and knocked him unconscious with some, what we're assuming to be poison. And Cor Vit woke up somewhere else entirely. In the meantime, his 3 companions realized they hadn't seen Cor Vit or his sister and went to try to find him. It took the influence of Demon Daddy Yarick to
Dad, not Daddy, just Dad.
Demon Dad Yark to reveal where they could go look to find Cor Vit. And they did find, they went down this secret passage in one of the inns in the Ashen District, or the lower docks as it's called. And they went through, and they came across two of the bug-like creatures that they had encountered before, and fought with them at the entrance of where they assumed Cor Vit was being held. Cor Vit, in the meantime, had been told by Bronislav that he could use the power of the saints to free his sister from the kind of possession that she was under. He then got told by Eledan, his mystical magical spear friend, that instead of using the power of the saints, he could use the power of Eledan. And so Cor Vit kind of had the choice to make. At the end, when he was on the sacrificial altar, and Elanov, the Sk'rall, who was possessing his sister, came in for the soul-sucking kiss to eat Cor Vit's soul and finish his transformation, Cor Vit decided to go with the saints. Chaos then began to descend as the other Sk'rall around the room descended upon their profane guard allies, and Cor Vit decided to take that opportunity to grab his sister and escape. Cor Vit, we're gonna start with you.
Boy. Elanov is dead, right? He's like some weird withered snake thing.
Elanov was some weird wither worm snake thing that crawled out of her ear, and is now lying on the ground, very much dead.
Well, that's the true form of a Dementor, everyone. Just so we know. Okay. So I immediately, seeing all the chaos erupt, again, just going over to my sister. She's collapsed on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Tatyana. I go down, quickly feel, does she have a pulse? Does she look alive?
Give me a medicine check.
No. What's my medicine? Oh no, 8.
8. You have no idea. You're not trained in this at all. You don't know if she's alive, if she's dead. You just know that she's free of whatever had been possessing her.
I say, Bronislav, get us out of here and save my sister. And with that, I kneel and I pick her up. And I try to bamf out my wings.
Okay.
And fly. I look around, like, are there any, like, tunnels, any way to escape?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is a lighted hallway, opposite of where you came in. It's really not tall enough for you to fly. I mean, unless you're going to be pretty close to the ground. Your wings do appear, however.
It's like...
So your wings do appear
nice.
if you still choose to summon them. However, it really isn't tall enough for you to, like, be flying.
All right. Well, I don't think that makes me fly faster. So, yeah, no. All right. So with that said, then in that case, I don't bamf them out. I'll just pick up Tatyana and start running because I don't want to be there anymore.
All right. So as you're running, you watch as the various things, the little tiny bug things, jump on people, profane guardsmen, and start, chewing at them. You watch as the giant, winged tentacle face things, one of them picks up one of the profane guardsmen and slams it into the wall, and you watch as the tentacles surround his head, and you just hear these slurping noises. And, just the profane guardsmen are doing their best to fight back, but the Sk'rall are overwhelming them, and you make your hasty exit out of the sacrificial chamber. The hallway you're running down is made of stone. It appears to have more cells in it. Looking around, you see various different corpses. You see skeletons, you see kind of emaciated bodies as you're running down. Are you just gonna keep running?
Is it the only direction besides the cells? There's not a branch off or anything like that?
It is this is the only direction to go.
In that case, I just keep running. I'm not... yeah, I'm just running.
I know my brain goes, DM said something. He asked a question. Maybe
I know!
Loot? Maybe like... nice things?
So you keep running. You eventually come to a flight of stairs where you head up. You know, the only direction to go is up. So you head up the flight of stairs, and you find yourself in kind of what looks like a main level of what you would guess was probably like a fort of some sort. You see, you know, that you can see some training equipment scattered around. There are several doors. There's one to the north, one to the west, and one to the east. At least what you're assuming to be those directions, because you don't know. You woke up underground. You don't know which way's which. And then, of course, there's where you came from.
All right, so there's one in front of me, and then one to each side of me.
Yes.
And is it like a courtyard area, a little more open space? Or...
It's still enclosed. It's like inside the fort, but it's not. But you know, your guess is made upon the way the masonry is all stacked up. You know, the way that in fact it's training dummies, so it's probably a training room of some sort.
Hey, is there anyone else here? Any profane guardsmen or evil, nasty, slurpy beasts?
Not that you see.
Okay. I'm gonna head towards the left one and kind of just press my ear against the door.
All right. You trying to listen for anything, or what are you?
Yeah.
Okay, give me.
Just hearing to see if there's any noises on the other side, because I kind of just want to avoid any of these bad guys right now.
Give me a perception check.
Better. 14.
Okay. You don't hear any noises. However, Tatyana does start to moan in your arms, and like start moving her head. But she doesn't open her eyes.
Hang in there. We're gonna get out of this mess. With that, I try to... I test this door to see if it's unlocked and if it'll open. Just to see what's beyond it.
Alright, it does open. It leads to another hallway. Along the hallway, there are doors on each side, kind of like staggering, so there'll be a door on the right, and then a door on the left, and then a door on the right, and then a door on the left. I'm using the wrong hands, but yeah, you get the picture.
Okay, I don't want to face all those doors, so I go to the next, from that kind of bigger enclosed space, I go to the door that was straight across from the stairs that I had ascended, because I'm like, you know what, maybe just straight through this place will work.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna open that door. You're gonna listen at it first, or what are you doing at the door?
I'll listen one more time, and then if there's nothing there, I'll open it.
Okay. All right. You don't hear anything on the other side of this door. I'm not gonna make you roll a check for this one. You don't hear anything on the other side of this door.
Okay. I go ahead and open it.
Opening up, you see a staircase. The spiral staircase. It spirals up and it spirals down.
Let's go up.
Okay. All right. So you begin to ascend the spiral staircase, and you find eventually you find yourself on top. You know, there's a hatch at the top that you push open and it lets you go out, and you actually find yourself on top of a fort, and looking out, this is what you can, this is the surrounding area you can see from the fort.
Oh, that's cool. I'm like, all right, I think I know where I'm at. I feel like I see a Strava across the river.
Mm-hmm.
And how far? So I'm on the roof on the top of this fort.
Yes.
How far down is it?
It's a good 40-50 foot drop.
Oh, easy.
Easy, says the man who can fly.
I actually just realized that from the last session, my Radiant Soul has been already checked, so I don't think I can use it.
Oh. You did attempt to use it last time, however, you didn't successfully use it. So I will say that if you wanted to use it again, you could try to use it.
That I like. Alright, so I guess while I'm up here, just because it's a good view and I can see a lot more, like, throughout the fort that I can see, are there more people, more profane guards members?
Oh, the fort looks very abandoned. You can give me a history check if you'd like to see if you know anything about the fort.
I'm decent on history. Let's do it. Nope. Got a 9.
You know that this is probably Fort Hellswatch. That's all you know about it. You know that, yeah, that's pretty much everything you remember from... You know you probably had a lesson on it because you know it was important to history at some point, but you don't really know anything else besides that. But you don't see any guards. You don't see any threats. It looks like an abandoned fort. Like, that's probably why it was getting used by the Profane Guard, because it's such an old military installation that, you know, it would only get used in times of emergency. And so, you know, there's no one here besides below you that you guess.
Okay. Seeing that no one is around and still a little hesitant on, it's like, hey, I don't have Eledan anymore, who was the entity that gave me so much power recently. I'm gonna call it to Bronislav. So, think you can help me down from here?
Hold out your hand.
Okay. I set Tatyana down gently, like, alright, you rest. And I reach out my hand.
So as you reach out your hand, you feel this surge of power enter into you, and you watch this orb of light appear in your hand and lengthen and elongate and start to take on the shape of a spear. And so then suddenly there is a spear that looks like it's basically made of pure gold in your hand. At the top of it is a standard pointy end. Around the spear end, it looks like angel wings or what's adorning it. Very intricate carvings all the way down to the bottom. You feel immense power, surging through you, similar to what you had from Eledan. And it says the power, and you hear Varnislav's voice in your ear. The power, the saints of Silhana is yours to command. Take this hallowed heart and use it wisely.
Okay, hallowed heart.
And you do have a message in your Discord explaining what it does.
That's right. Does the... I guess I for a second just look at it and kind of just start pondering for a second how it feels, and then just shake my head. I'm like, now's not the time. And I'm like, okay, this is nice, but let's try something else. I let it go and try to dismiss it,
and it disappears.
Just goes away.
It disappears, okay, but the power remains within you.
Okay. All right. So I kneel down to Tatyana, kind of lift her up a bit, and start just. Tatyana, wake up.
He watches her eyes flutter open. Cor Vit?
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Where
How do you feel?
Where are we?
On the top of a fort.
watches.
Do you remember anything?
Tatyana looks around. I remember Saint's blood, Cor Vit. I remember it all. Everything that worm made me do.
Okay.
Watches tears well up in her eyes, and she puts her hands in her head in her hands, and so sorry, Cor Vit. So sorry.
I just grab her, pull her in close. It's not your fault.
I didn't mean
It's
it, Cor Vit.
okay. It's okay.
I didn't mean it. I don't want you dead. You're my brother. I don't want you at the bottom of the ocean. I know that it's Dad's fault. It's not yours. I don't want any of that. That wasn't me saying those things. You know that, right, Cor Vit?
Everything's gonna be okay. We'll talk about it later.
I've killed so many people, Cor Vit. My hands.
Not yours.
It's my body.
It was used. I understand. I understand. And it is so hard. But you can and you will grow from it. And I know you. I know we've had fights and arguments, but you're a good person. You've really put others before you. You're going to be okay.
I don't know, Cor Vit. I don't know if I can do what's expected of me. Let me go home, please.
Well, let's do that, and we'll go from there.
Alright. You're standing on top of the fort.
And I try casting. I take Tatyana, kind of stand her up, and we go over to the edge of the rooftop, the tower, and I'm trying to kind of go towards that bridge, the closest entrance to the city, that general direction. How far away is that? Can we see it, or is
Several
it
thousand feet. You can see it from where you're at, but it's not within teleportation range or.
No. I'm just wondering how far, and if it's like within eyesight that I can know what direction it is.
Yeah, definitely within eyesight.
So I will cast Dimension Door 500 feet out and down to the ground, and take my sister and walk through and teleport us 500 feet that direction. On the ground.
Okay.
We're not in the air.
Alright, so you teleport yourself onto the ground. We're gonna pause and go to your teammates. Alright, so you guys have just killed 2 of the squag guarding the entrance. When you walk through the door, you see a spiral staircase leading upwards.
Okay. That's the only way forward, so let's go. No wasting time.
You walk up the spiral staircase, and it keeps going up, or it stops at the main level.
Level. So wait, can we like see the sky? Are we outside, or
No,
is it just like
it's inside.
Okay. Right. What do we see though? It's like
Well, I mean, so what you see, so let's say you go up, you come to like a landing area. There's a door. The door is open, and you looking through it, you can see the training hall that Cor Vit was in earlier is what you can see, and then
Okay.
it keeps going up.
So just like an empty hall at this point, and then the staircase keeps going up.
I mean, not empty. It has like training dummies and
Yeah,
things
but
like
like
that.
not
Yeah.
people.
no people.
Are there any signs of people having moved through this space?
You can give me a perception check.
Oh, why you ask me to do something that I'm bad at, though?
I mean, someone else is better at it. They are welcome to give the perception check.
I'm decent at those.
I have a +0.
Someone
to
is welcome
perception,
to
so-
I
assist
have
you and
6
provide
more
you.
than a +0.
Yeah, it's like you can assist to
Nope,
provide
3 more.
advantage.
I always
I can give Piotr advantage if that's okay.
Okay
let's
with
do
me.
that. And I'm rolling in Discord because I forgot my dice bag in another room.
You can't roll on Discord anymore. I removed that bot.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll the dice and then we'll add your modifier?
Go run and
Patrick,
grab
is
your
that
dice bag
allowable?
really quick.
Okay. Saved you, Patrick.
in his
I
bag.
found them.
That's good to have dice. In a dice rolling game.
I was like, okay, here, I'll grab my. Oh
Oh,
no,
no.
my dice aren't in this room. Okay, sorry everyone. Although I'm sure that was exciting for someone.
Oh,
I
it's
don't know.
super exciting to
Very exciting.
watch you walk out and walk back into frame.
Yeah, I have that effect on
Who
some
needs
people.
dice for
Anyway.
Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh, did she give me advantage?
Yes, you do have
Yeah.
advantage.
That's good because that one sucked. That one
Yeah,
sucked.
doesn't
So, 8.
8 total? Really?
Yeah, like I rolled a 5 + 3 and then a 3 + 3.
All
Did you
right.
use your little Miss Potter die?
I rolled the first D20 that I got out of my bag.
Yeah. Well,
That's
yeah.
your problem.
You do
I'll
not.
Hey.
repent and do it right next time.
You do not see any noticeable signs of someone having passed through this area.
Of course I don't, but with a roll like that, who's to know? As meta as that is. Okay, looks like everything is kosher here. Do you guys want to go up?
We're trying to find where they took him. So the fact that we can't find anything, no, it is not kosher. It's not okay.
That's true.
As
but-
kosher is totally a concept in this world.
Hey, I don't know. There might be like
It seems like it came from the right part of the animal, you know? Anyway,
Would you like me to summon Luchik again and have him smell for him?
please.
Yes, actually, because I
Luchik.
don't think we have an idea otherwise.
Luchik is the real hero of Ready to Roll.
yes. What were we doing for those first like 23 episodes before he came along?
Failing a lot of skill checks.
Yeah, I mean we literally lost 3 party members, so that's our track record. Since Luchik, not a single one, not yet.
0. Coincidence? I think not.
Eek. We're in a little bit of a hurry, so I'll summon him the fast way. And he
Alright.
just pops up. She doesn't take the 15 minutes to do it as a ritual.
Okay. Expend your first level spell slot, and yeah, Luchik appears, looks up at you expectantly, looks like he's nibbling on something, like you interrupted him during the middle of snack time. Just looks up at you, is like, what's up? What can I do?
Luchik, we need to find Cor Vit. Remember Cor Vit?
Kinda looks
Try smelling for him and catch his scent.
kind of confused for a second. Well, he shakes his head and begins to sniff around. Go ahead and give me Luchik's perception check.
Hopefully better than an 8.
I don't think he can roll worse.
I think his modifier is 8, so...
Trying to find. There it is. 21.
Oh, thank goodness.
Ah!
Significantly better. So Luchik looks around, and Luchik sniffs on the ground. Luchik heads out into the room. You follow. He's obviously following the scent. Goes back, and you watch as he pauses in the room, sniffs around, and then he comes back. He starts going up the stairs.
Elena just starts following him. She doesn't even stop to talk to the others. She just starts going up.
I follow as well, quick as I can.
You head up. So you head up the spiral staircase, and as you arrive at the top of the spiral staircase, you catch a glimpse of a figure. You used Dimension Door. That's what you used, right, Cor Vit? Or what did you use? Yeah, you catch the glimpse of a figure stepping through this like watery gateway thing that is in the middle of the air. Step through it, and then it closes, and then you hear another flash and see a flash of light in the courtyard below you.
How much did we see of this figure?
You saw. Give me a. You saw enough to recognize that it was Cor Vit.
And we're somewhat familiar with the spell, right? Like, you've used it once or twice before.
Not around you. He has used it.
Oh, yeah. You broke into your dad's office. So maybe the only familiarity that at least Anya has of, like, this sort of teleportation stuff would have been when the Profane Guard bamfed in to murder Katiok. So, she is going to freak out a little bit. Like, run over to the spot and, like, be looking around, trying to see anything, but not really expecting to see anything.
So you look down in the courtyard, and you watch as Cor Vit steps out of the other end of the dimension door, holding. You recognized his older sister in his arms.
Just yells across the space. Just, Cor Vit! Cor Vit, are you okay?
Do I hear her?
Yes.
Okay. I'm
I'm trying not to actually yell because I'm in a quiet room with a microphone, but...
Shania?
Oh.
And I kind of just look around, and do I eventually...
Yeah,
I'm
you
assuming
see
you'll
you
call
see
again, right?
you see your three friends on the roof of the fort
I'm
where
like-
you just been.
Guys! I'm alive!
Is there like, I don't know. There's not like a way that we could obviously see to like get over there fast, is there?
Unless you wanted to jump down the 50-foot tall fort.
How many hit points do I have?
Yeah.
How many hit points do I have? I'm not that hurt. Oh dear, my notebook's falling apart. Probably.
Wait,
I'd
have greater
live.
invisibility. If the ground can't see you, it can't hurt you.
Is that
I'm
how it
sure
works?
I'm sure.
That
Sound like
that's
my dad's friend.
sound logic.
No,
Well,
but I've got rope. I've got rope. We can tie up a spot and like rappel down.
All right, you're gonna tie up on the spot on the ancient fortress and rappel down.
Yeah. I'm not incredibly thinking clearly. I'm not really concerned with self-preservation, so I'm just gonna go do that.
Okay. How much rope do you have? And would you have
50
brought
feet.
it? And I guess we can say, yeah, you sure you brought it with you.
Yeah, I fully prepped up to break some faces. So yeah, I have 50 feet of rope.
Okay. So are you gonna tie it on like one of the battlements, or what? Or what exactly are you gonna try to tie it onto?
Yeah, the closest thing, most easiest reachable thing that I could do.
Okay.
That seems like it would probably be fine.
All right. You tie it onto one of the battlements.
Piotr, if I may, would like to double check the tying, the knot, I don't know, whatever, like the hold of the rope.
Yes, the
make sure
diplomat
that's
would
it.
like to check the knot that the noble tied.
Yes,
It looks like a
exactly.
perfectly fine knot to you.
All
I was
right,
in the
yeah,
woods
uh-huh.
for a while. I probably learned how to tie a couple of knots.
It looks
Yeah,
like
I
it
like
looks
that.
like a good
I'm
knot.
sure
The
he can
rope,
tie his shoes.
the rope definitely looks like it will support your weight.
Okay, cool. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be insulted. But yeah, I'm gonna climb
Anya
down.
dies.
I won't die. I'm fine. I'm
Alright.
gonna jump. I'm gonna go.
I
I'm gonna
need
go real fast.
An acrobatic check.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna be really good. Oh, it's gonna be so good. 23.
All right. You climb down the rope with no issue.
Actually, 24.
Congratulations. Climb the rope down the rope with even less issue.
Less than no
You
issues.
have an issue -1.
Minus 1. Yeah, so I'm going to go run on over towards them.
All right.
Did you go like the full 500 feet out, or are you like near the spot?
I was out pretty far, but when I saw you guys, I was heading back. It's like, wait, Tatyana, wait. And especially when I noticed the rope, it's like, I started just coming back.
Okay.
Kind of wait at the bottom.
Piotr,
somewhere nearby.
Galina, are you going down the rope?
Yep.
All right. Piotr? Give me your acrobatic
you.
check.
He's Peter's really acrobatic. You guys are gonna be so impressed with this. No, you're not. 9.
Stop rolling
So-
badly.
As you climb down the
Ready.
rope,
Oh no.
the battlement that it was tied to starts rocking back and forth. Falls
I
off.
knew I wanted to check
And
it.
you begin to descend to the ground very rapidly.
Oh yay, it's Uncharted.
Yep. Let's see. You descend about. We'll say you got, but you didn't get very far because of your roll before you started falling. So you descend 50 feet.
Oh!
What have I
You
done?
will take 5d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet you fall.
Oh,
That's
for
not
every
bad.
10 feet?
Yep.
That's
I
not
know,
bad.
bro, he's dead.
5d6? We have different
That's-
definitions of not bad.
For
That's
every
not
10
bad.
feet.
Yeah.
For every
No.
That's
It's
maximum
1d6 for every 10 feet. Sorry, it's
Oh,
so that's why it's 5d6.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not bad.
I
It's
thought you were
like
saying
no,
5d6
maximum
for the
30.
He is
5d6.
dead. Don't even roll.
Hey, you want to know how much you took? You took 30 points of fall damage.
Did
I
you
mean,
roll
that's
5
survival.
sixes? Are you Are you serious? What? Little Miss Potter, you gotta stop sending Patrick any dice because they infect all the other ones.
All right,
Oh
Piotr,
my
you
God.
have, as you're falling, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I am fine as that.
Oh no! Oh,
No. 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 Wait a second. Sorry, I can't math right now. I'm so frustrated. 10.
All right. You have a image in your mind. As you're looking up, you see yourself standing on the balcony that you stood on as you pushed that poor woman to her death many, many months ago. You just begin to get the sinking feeling that you're experiencing what she had experienced, as well as you take the psychic damage from losing sight of Galina. You take 5 points of psychic damage. And you just crash to the ground, and you hear the snap of Piotr's arm as he hits the ground.
oh my gosh. I have. a
So
potion
I'm
of-
assuming I just broke my arm then, right?
Yes, you broke your arm. Galina, what are you doing real quick? Before
Well, she's looking over the side. Had a bad feeling about this.
So you
Luchik,
had a bad day.
Luchik, I'm gonna cast Second while I find it. Cure wounds. You take it down to him and touch him with it.
Okay. All right. Luchik nods and then crawls down the wall as fast as he can and comes up to Cor Vit. And so, describe your cure wounds spell to me?
He is going to. He looks like he reaches behind his back a little bit, and he whips out this little glowing acorn, and just pops it in Pyotr's mouth.
Very nice.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
All right. Roll your healing.
I'm standing there with like a potion of superior healing, like, okay, that works too.
And then a glowing acorn just like forces its way down my throat.
You only got, you said 6 hit points? Is that what you said there?
6, yeah.
6. All right, Pyotr, you do get 6 hit points back, but your arm is no longer broken because magic.
Oh, that's dope.
It still hurts
that
really
was
bad, but
That
and you're
was
sure you probably
actually
have
my
a
next
few.
question.
you probably still have a few cracked ribs, but your arm feels fine. I mean, in pain, but it doesn't feel like it's
6?
broken. Yep.
Tower that
6
we came up.
points.
Mm-hmm.
Were there windows that looked out on this courtyard? Like on the way up the tower?
No, not in this. Yeah, no, not here. You didn't actually come up the tower. You're standing on top, like right here. You're not actually on the tower.
Got it.
You're on the main building, which you're in.
She is gonna wander down and try to find her way closer or to a window where she can see the courtyard where she's within 30 feet.
It doesn't take you very long to find the way out. You know, coming down, you are able to find the going through the door that Cor Vit didn't go through. You actually find a hallway that leads out to the courtyard. You know, you see the bigger, you know, kind of gate doors that you push open and find yourself outside with companions.
So assuming that takes at least a little bit of time, I will like, Pyotr, are you okay?
My arm hurts, but I can move it again. So.
Do you need? And I hold out the potion to him. Do you need some more help? The rope helped me. I don't. It's old. It's months old rope. I guess it.
I
I'm
don't.
more concerned about.
No, it's not. It wasn't your fault.
I think the fault was more of the 1,000-year-old, thousands of years old, battlements.
Just glad that the rock that fell down with him didn't like
Crush him.
crush it.
And there goes Pyotr. That's all she wrote.
He made it 1 year into the campaign. We're done.
Now he
Oh my
did.
gosh.
And then I would play as like his son seeking out the life of the rock to like, avenge his father.
Wait, Pyotr has kids?
We would retcon some stuff. It would be great.
How old is Pyotr? Like, how old is this kid that he might have? Never mind. Moving on.
Let's keep moving forward.
So by the time they're down or Pyotr is fallen, do I kind of get up towards
Yes.
them after that's resolved?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, guys, you're here. How did you find this place?
The instant that Cor Vit is close, Anya's going to just like wrap her arms around him and give him a hug.
And Pyotr's just like rotating his wrist. I guess you could say we fell upon the opportunity.
As Cor Vit chuckles to that,
Patrick is dying.
he wraps his arms around Anya and just like, it is so good to see you guys.
What happened to you?
I think the thing that Elanov, Tatyana was kind of taken over, controlled. I look at my sister, but she's okay now. And I kind of just, let down my guard. So I'm sorry about that.
Wait, no. What happened?
So can we walk and talk, as I want to get away from this place.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't really know how to get out except for the way that we came.
I mean, you can see a big gate
Oh,
that
cool.
leads out.
That's hopefully the good way to go. At least it's not
That
underground.
thing? I don't know.
Yeah. I started just telling them all about the evil, creepy worm soul-sucking thing that was had taken over Tatyana, and I was to be its final soul, essentially, until it gained its power back. I don't quite understand, but while I was waiting to be sacrificed, Bronislav said he gave me a pendant to save Tatyana and to destroy this thing. And then Eledan offered the same thing to call upon his power. Its power, I don't know. And then while I was being soul sucked, I was able to banish and destroy this creature, and maybe not me, but Bronislav was. So,
Question.
yes, Galina.
Are you talking about Saint Bronislav?
Yes, actually, Saint Bronislav. He's kind of like my saintly guide, angelic counselor of a sort.
Interesting. Shalanya, was that Yarrick that talked to you earlier? The very big tiefling person?
What?
Yeah. You could see him?
Yes.
Shalanya?
Yeah. Yes. That was Yarrick, yeah.
Hanging out with this group is interesting. Who's this Eledan?
You remember that spear, that silvery with all the weird runes on it spear that I used in fights before? He's some archfey thing. That's Eledan. He's no longer with me.
Could
He
be
kinda
for the
just-
best. You shouldn't trust the Fae, you know.
Oh, trust me, we know this.
Yeah, I think that's a common theme that I'm been a little stubborn about.
So where is Eledan then? Did you leave him wherever you were?
When I used the pendant to help Tatyana and called on St. Bronislav's power, he kind of just went poof, gone. And not just like the poof that I make, when he disappears. He's like gone. I don't feel that connection with him. Like, I can't call upon him to help. So,
Huh.
yeah.
Are there any more of the Profane Guard left?
Oh yeah, and well, when the evil, creepy thing died, it had like this, those creepy bugs we fought before? Bug things?
Anya like stiffens. Yeah.
There was a lot of those, plus some bigger ones, which were terrifying. They kind of started attacking each other and all the profane guards. And that's when I grabbed Tatyana and we just bailed.
But there's
And then-
definitely at least one left. If they all try to kill each other, there's going to be one left over that wins. So
Most likely there's going to be some around. That's why I kind of want to leave.
yeah.
As we are walking away, I reach down and grab Anya's hand, give it a squeeze, and just say, "Thank you for looking for me and coming."
Wouldn't leave you behind.
And I keep walking.
Alright. So, it's starting to get dark as you're making your way gates of Ostrava. You eventually make your way up towards this gate up here, right you in the central district. Are you heading straight back to your estate, or what are you doing?
How is Tatyana feeling? Is she able to walk on her own? Is she...
Tatyana is, after you're done getting all, being all affectionate with Jelania, Tatyana is clinging to you as much as she can. She looks utterly and completely shaken and horrified. There are, due to her appearance, there are several guards who offer, ask what's going on, offer to escort you back to the estate. They're very, and she's, she just looks very shaken.
Guys, can we run back to the estate real quick? I want to make sure she's okay.
Yeah, of course.
We all should let Antonin know what's actually going on. I don't think he even knows that we're trying to meet up with certain people later.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. So, I think we head back.
Okay.
And on the way back, I do ask Tatyana, who are your most trusted guards and protectors?
I don't trust anyone in the estate, Cor Vit. They all work for Father, and just don't know if I can trust one there.
I take her to not the estate. We go to the cathedral.
We also have our 30 guys.
That's true. We do have a contingent of our own men. So, I asked Tatyana, would you be okay if we assigned you our men who are with us?
Yes, yeah, that would, that'd be good.
I guess,
That
Jelania, is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Jelania's friend, that Antonin. I trust him and your men.
Okay. Yeah.
No one from Father, but
We'll keep you safe. Don't you worry.
you head into the estate. Tatyana seems to have composed herself by this point. Really doesn't want to necessarily reveal to her father something is off. But as you walk in, there you see Antonin standing in the doorway, and he marches up to you and goes, Where? Still on his scales, where have you all been all day? I've had the men out in the streets scouring, trying to find you, but no word, nothing.
Are there people around? Like besides him?
A few of the estate guards, a few of your men, but yeah.
There was a situation that arose that we needed to handle. Bit of a delicate one.
A bit of a falling out, you could say.
Oh yeah, yes.
Ian, you're
Guess we
fired.
might need to see a doctor.
That's my last pun for the session.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. In fact, I ask that you please don't promise that ever.
The sewers were so much fun last time, we decided to go sightseeing again.
The sewers. Let's get somewhere that we can talk, okay?
Okay.
That, Antivin, you go off towards a room, and because I haven't had the opportunity to show it off yet, I am going to, when my computer decides to go with it, I'm going to put the Antivin art on
Yes.
screen if the computer ever decides to get with it. There we go. Oh, it's big. Anyway, this is Antivin.
He's such a beautiful
He's
man.
hot.
He's such a
Why?
beautiful man.
Gosh, dang it.
Cause
No wonder Cor Vit doesn't like him. Oh,
But
He's being shown
he's
up.
hot. He's so attractive. Gosh dang it.
But so, you head to the so you head off into towards room. Cor Vit, where do you think the most private place would be?
Oh gosh. No, that wouldn't. He would. I was gonna say my father's study, but in a sense it would be, but in a sense it wouldn't be. So, not either of our rooms. I don't trust any place here actually.
Okay.
Where would Tatyana? Where I gotta ask her because I'm like, is there a place you go that you know it's private?
Nothing was private, Cor Vit. I haven't had a thought myself for years.
Okay.
I mean, what about just our rooms? They are not, as important of spaces as yours.
It's the estate. I can't trust anything here in this estate.
Okay, then let's go find somewhere outside. Just get a handful of our men and find some inn, some tavern, some place, some graveyard people don't want to go.
I mean, there's places in the cathedral. I'm sure that we could find somewhere there.
Like
that
that's the one
discreet?
place.
Yeah.
The one place father won't actually have any influence.
There will surely be people there that would recognize you, no?
We're not. I mean, she's gonna be recognized no matter where she goes. Mostly, we're just trying to make sure she stays safe, aren't we? Way out of sight of her father's influence.
That's what I want.
Sure.
I personally can't think of anywhere besides the Ashen Palace anywhere safer than the cathedral. Good. With that, you all make your way. I'm gonna say goodbye to the lovely Antivin art.
No, he's so beautiful.
And
I want to print him out and put him on my wall.
Every wall in my house has this man.
all right, so you make your way out of the estate to the cathedral, the Golden Flame, and Antivin walks up, and you see that there are two guards standing outside. And Antivin walks up, and you see that he actually pulls out a holy symbol of Silhana, talks to them briefly, and stuff, puts it back. And then he says, he looks at you, says, the guards have given permission for us to go into the barracks. We should be pretty safe there. walk into the cathedral and make your way to the Paladin barracks.
Paladin barrack. Okay.
Tatyana sits down and so he sits down and Tatyana sits down, she sits down and just begins shaking and then bursts into tears yet again.
I go over to her and kneel in front of her. And I ask my friends 5 minutes and just want her to let it out with me there, just knowing I'm there.
Do you all decide to respect the request and go stand outside for 5 minutes while...
How long do we have until midnight?
You're guessing maybe at this point 3 or 4 hours.
If we have 4 hours, Galena's gonna ignore everybody, go find a bed, lay down, and take a nap.
Okay, you can definitely do that. There are definitely beds in the barracks.
She's just gonna wander off, pick a random bed as far away from them to give them some privacy, but just wander off, find a random bed, lay down, and take a nap.
Okay. All right, Ryan, off. You find you have definitely some beds in the barracks that you're able to utilize. Yeah, take a short rest.
Piotr needing to go and watch her sleep.
Just like, hey.
It's like all bunk beds, and you're just like on the top bunk, just like curled over, like hello.
That's a nice posture. Yeah, I mean, Piotr definitely agrees that it's good to give them some privacy. Ow, sorry, foot cramp. So yeah, I mean, he could do the same. He could take a short rest. He's been slapped about.
If you want to heal, you can go ahead and expend some of your hit dice. See how much you can actually heal.
What is that?
Your hit dice is your hit. So you, as a bard, I believe you have D8. It's your hit dice is whatever the
one
the
per
D
level.
is, and it's 1 per level. Yeah. Yeah. So Cor Vit, you get some time alone with your sister for a little bit.
And I'm just there to just comfort her, really. But I do tell her, there's something else that we need to do, my friends and I. And
You're gonna leave me now?
you're strong, and you're gonna be okay. You're stronger than I am,
Not that
and
sugar.
I will be back.
I let this thing take over my mind. This thing take over my body. I'm not strong.
Yes, you are. You're my sister. And you have gone through so much unfairness and grief from Father, who is one of the most powerful men in the Empire. And you have been so determined. You are strong. This thing, this evil, whatever it was, I know what that is like, and I know you're gonna get through it.
Don't leave me, Cor Vit, please. Don't go.
You want... The reason I'm going is so that we can put an end to all of this. So that you don't have to go through that ever again, so no one else has to. Will you be okay here with Antivin and with our men? You can rest. You know, Father Zero's and I's aren't here prying. will be back.
Okay.
And as much as... How close is, like, Antivin to this conversation?
He's not close. He went out. He went outside the door.
As much as I hesitate to say this, Antivin is... Hopefully, I believe him to be a good person. And that's more than, as you and I now feel, it's more than we can give a lot of people.
Okay.
Anya trusts him and I trust her.
Okay. Say so. So, Jelania, go to you real quick. Antivin, I took your, kind of like took your arm and led you out of the room. And he looks at you while Cor Vit's having this conversation with his sister and looks at you and says, "What happened?"
Are there people around?
No, he specifically,
Constant
besides your people, there isn't anyone around.
Okay. How much do I trust my own people? I'm gonna switch to Infernal while I tell him all these things. Just in cases. Tatyana has been influenced to do things against her will. One of them being this morning, Cor Vit's abduction. And we went to go and try and rescue him, but he, with the help of a saint, rescued himself. So she is very frightened and torn up about it.
There are worse people by whose power you could be rescued.
I suppose.
He's responding in Infernal, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And when there's more, we have been reached out to. Well, Galena was reached out to. So, we have been told that the person who wishes to guide us and to tell us what to do is not from Silhana at all. It is a third party, possibly. The Dark Priestess that we mentioned the other day.
The Dark Priestess. The High Priestess of Morpheus. The dragon god of darkness that we're trying to stop from coming back. That's who wants to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
No. No. You can't go, at least not without me. You need to be there, to keep safe. No way.
Specifically was requested that you not accompany us. I don't know their problem with you. It's not up to me to say that. Maybe they're just too afraid of you.
Wow, really?
We did learn when we were trying to learn everything we could that many years ago there was actually a split and the Profane Guard no longer recognizes her authority. So there is possibility that she is not what one would assume. But
Right.
We're not walking in blind, we're not walking in stupid.
I don't like this. I already feel like I've had to take such a back seat these past few days and be, not do what I want to do, not be as protective as I would like to be, not be there. If I am, I don't like it. I don't like this one bit. I will go. I will fight. I will go there and I will argue. Get me there. Where are you meeting her?
I Hampton, I feel like it's worth it to go and talk to her.
I mean, no, I can't. It just sounds, you realize how foolish it sounds. That you're gonna go meet with the Dark Priestess. No,
Apparently, she can meet with us whenever she wants. She yanked us out of everywhere during the fiasco at the theater the other night. She dropped us into the sewer. She can do with us whatever she wants.
that's my concern.
So why not do it on our terms and actually walk in there so we can be prepared instead of just wait for her to drop us into a volcano?
It's really on your terms.
A lot more than just waking up in her room. At least I get to decide what I bring with me. To an extent.
Fine. Just be careful, please.
I'm not going to be reckless.
I mean, no offense, but sometimes you act a little bit without thinking.
I always think at least something.
I mean, sometimes you just go with the first thought in your head.
But at least that's a thought. I'm not dead yet.
No, you're not. I don't know, I feel like even though you're here, you're not. And I feel like I miss you. Does that make sense? Just having this secrecy, just... I don't know. I want this wedding to get over with so that way we can move on and we can be who we want to be instead of having to pretend to not have feelings that we have. That makes sense?
Yes.
So just make sure you come back.
Okay. Don't worry about me too much. Your clearer memories of me are when I was, young and girly and didn't know how to kill giant bugs with sharp, pointy metal pieces.
That's fair enough. I mean, won't stop me from being worried. Oh, I won't keep you. I'll get a guard organized and I'll start watching and we'll make sure that Tatyana's kept safe.
Okay. We don't have to leave right away. Supposed to meet at midnight. It's still several hours off.
Okay. How about you and I go enjoy some of the food that the paladins here have so graciously agreed to let us have.
Probably a good idea. We had breakfast and that is all, so it's been a while since we've eaten anything.
Let's go get something and we can pick something up for Cor Vit and Tatyana and your other friends. And, well.
Okay.
With that, go off. Get your, get some food. Is there anything that you want to do in the interim between now, this moment when they go off to go get the food and when you need to leave? Because it will take you maybe an hour and a half to get across the city to the docks.
Nope. Was that a question for all of us, or was that directed?
Question for everyone.
Okay. No, Cor Vit, though, he realizing he has not eaten all day, will just tear into whatever food is brought back, because he was kidnapped before breakfast. So
that is correct.
He's like, "Oh wow, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat all of this." So.
Alright. You eat your food in making your way towards the docks. And you make your way across the city, across the docks, find the Seahawk.
I'm so stressed. No idea. Oh! Oh!
At the Captain Leadov is sitting there waiting for you. Ah, I was beginning to worry it wouldn't show up.
You have many secrets.
I mean, comes with the line of work.
Does
Well.
it?
Captain?
I'm more than just a captain, loves. Got a lot more
Apparently.
going on.
Oh, don't call me that.
I thought he was calling me that.
He
loves.
he said more than one.
Oh, loves. Oh.
Well, now with no further ado, are you ready to make sail?
We're making a sail?
Mm-hmm.
To where?
Dark Priestess, of course.
How long will it take to get there? Get to her.
Less a matter of time. You'll see. You'll see. You just gotta trust me.
What?
Are you going to
You'll
use
figure it
another
out.
portal?
Something like that.
Ooh, I want to watch.
And there's not so much to watch. But it'll just kind of happen. It'll be apparent. Wouldn't worry too much about it.
Why are you being so cagey?
He's trying to encourage me to kill him.
Oh, I don't think you need much encouragement for that. But we got.
No, I
No,
don't.
she doesn't. So
No.
be careful.
What we got?
Yeah.
But we best be off. It's the timing. Well, it's less a matter of time. The timing is very important. Got to make sure that we arrive where we need to be, exact moment we need to be there.
Is that something with like wizards? Arriving precisely when they mean to?
That he heads up onto the Seahawk. You begin to set sail.
If that mimic ship appears, I am going to throw him right into its mouth.
And we have Galena to blow it up. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So you make your way through the so you begin to make your way through the out to sea. And soon you notice this fog begin to roll in. Which is really weird. It was not foggy at all. And it's just like suddenly this fog just disappeared. I mean, not disappeared. Appeared. Not disappeared. And
The opposite of that thing.
you, as the fog rolls in the distance, as the fog begins to cover the ship, in the distance you can see something that you couldn't see before. You see the shape of an island. Captain Leonov looks at you and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sun Hollow." That, we're gonna take our
What?
5-minute break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Just a reminder, we are doing our 1-year giveaway for the Homebrew Hall D20. If you want to enter that, just enter hashtag 1year into the chat and you'll be entered into the giveaway. We will be drawing the winner at the end of the session tonight. And then, and we will go from there. So thanks for being here. We will be back in 5 minutes. Bye, guys.
Bye.
And welcome back, everyone. We pick up right where we left off. In the distance, this is what the players see. A fog-shrouded isle. The ground is black. The mountains in the distance are pointy and dark. The tree vegetation looks dead. There are ruins scattered across it. And yeah, it's got off with Captain Leodov's "Welcome to Sun Hollow" comment.
well, it doesn't look like a sun. It sounds more like the Dark Priestess. I get where she gets her name.
Sure, she'll. Sorry, I gotta get Captain Leodov's accent. It's so difficult to do sometimes. Well, we're just gonna go without it because I can't do it tonight.
Crikey!
Crikey, I tried. All right.
Crikey, it's the
There
Dark
we go.
Priestess.
Well, I'm sure the Dark Priestess would be more than happy to explain the story to you when you got through. But right now, I mean, the Sun Hollow and her maiden await you. And with that, points to a rowboat that his men are getting ready to lower down. I wish you good luck. The Dark Priestess doesn't meet with anyone she doesn't want to, and right now, she doesn't want to meet with me.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
Time to meet our employer.
Oh, and so as you begin getting lowered into the waters, Captain Leadov leans over the edge. Oh, by the way, watch out for those trials that she's gonna put in front of you. She's gonna want to make sure you're worthy before you get to her. All right? Don't worry, she doesn't want to kill you.
Hasn't she literally been watching us for like months and knows who we are already? This feels like a waste of time.
Well, you are welcome to tell her that when you see her.
I will. Thank you.
That?
I roll my eyes and I just walk off.
With that, the boat.
This feels like we're in a fairy tale. This could be interesting.
Wonder what
That's
And
one
then
word
she
for
walks
it.
off.
the boat, the rowboat settles in the water. You make your way towards the shore, and the fog is thick. You land, so you make your way towards the shore. You land on the sand. The sand is black. The dirt is dark. You hear the sounds. You hear like no sounds. You're not sure that there's anything anywhere on this island. What do you want to do now?
We should have asked them where we were supposed to meet her on this island. I guess towards the Pointy Mountains.
Probably.
Probably more important that we just try to stick together.
Yes.
Yes, maybe the Dark Priestess was the friends we made along the way.
Okay.
What?
Yep,
Or
stand by it.
Piotr. I mean,
That
Yes.
fall really just rattled his brain cells.
Yeah, and you were having a bad day even before that.
Yeah. Anyway, is there I don't know, would she give off some ungodly hue that we can roll for? Mr. Dungeon Master.
You are welcome to see if you can detect her, whatever means you decide you want to detect her with.
I'm gonna roll for perception.
Okay.
To see if I can find, I don't know, signs that, because, well, I guess does this island just kind of look barren?
I mean, it more than anything, it looks creepy. Like, there's tons of dead trees around you. There's hills, there's mountains. It doesn't look necessarily barren in the sense of there's nothing on it. There's a ton on it. There's ruins all around. So yeah.
Any obvious signs of recent activity?
I'm trying to smell her perfume.
Go ahead and give me your perception check first, then we'll go from there.
Crap. Where'd it go? Come back. Come back. Come back.
Out of curiosity, Cor Vit, what is your perception?
oh,
You don't have to roll. I just want to know what your bonus is.
who?
Piotr has the best perception. I mean, because Galena, your perception is not particularly high either. It's like a +0 or +1.
My
right?
perception is not good.
+4? Oh, and we're letting Piotr do the roll. Okay, Piotr, give me your perception checks.
Yeah, mine's not good. I just thought it was good earlier. I don't know
And
why.
Luchik
I
has a
thought
+5.
Wow.
Alright.
Hey,
That is better than mine. Sorry, I am looking for a D20. There's just I lost one D20 underneath my laptop. Not dealing with that right now.
found it. Found one of the 7.
11. That's the best roll all session for me.
All right. You do not see you don't see anything that would point in the direction you should go. So your best.
Just like looking around. Huh. Are we sure she's here?
So, did we beach towards near that river that kind of runs into
you would
the
have beached
Okay,
down here.
cool. Well, I'd say we just follow the river a little bit, but that's because I know where this is.
Yeah.
But we can always get back to the rowboat should we need to.
All right.
Were there any like things in the play that we watched the other night where they talk about like a cool place or something about the island in a way?
You do know that it talks about the Maiden of Sun Hollow's cabin being at, you following the river to make it to the Maiden of Sun Hollow's cabin.
Cool. Perfect. Sounds good.
All right. So you're going to make your way along the river. The fog begins to grow thicker, so you can't even see in front of you. And then a voice speaks out. To continue on your path, you must pass the trial. The Trial of Wits. I have 8 questions I shall ask. You must provide your answers. Are you ready?
What is your favorite color?
Well, if that's the question, then that sucks.
I am ready. Guardian of the path.
Echoes from the shadow realm. Whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in the night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Oh no. Not again.
Can I consult with a few friends?
Or?
Oh, okay. So he's not okay. Can you repeat your riddle?
Echoes
Good Sir
from
Guardian.
Echoes from the shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in the night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Dreams?
'Twas dreams that caused the dragon gods to create the world. They dreamt of a place where life would abound and peace would prosper. 'Twas a foolish vision. I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Can you possibly, Patrick, because you love us, because you know you do, can you like post these into
Yeah, I
Discord
could-
so we can like read them?
I could post it.
Yeah, because I'm like trying to like.
I could do that.
I'm
Last
thinking
two-
as
last
you're
two
saying,
sentences.
and then by the time you reach the end, I'm like, ah, what was
There
the
you go.
first
It
line?
is posted into Discord, and I'll read it again for your viewers' sakes. I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. What do I speak?
I mean, that sounds like just a native of a place, someone who is from here.
Yeah.
You're home?
A home. While many of the dragon gods chose to move on from this world, some chose to remain, making this world their home. A decision they would soon regret. A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows till love lies slain. Of what do I speak? In the Discord.
Jealousy?
Jealousy is what drove Morpheus to his madness. To strike his own sister, bring about their ancient. She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Can you repeat that? Oh, or did you just send
I
it?
put it in Discord.
Sword.
I will repeat it.
It's tricky.
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Silhana?
I feel like that's probably something like justice.
We're about to
or
get yeeted off a
compassion or
bridge.
something like that. Like peacefulness or
Or
something.
authority? But I don't understand the metaphor. That's my problem.
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Yeah, peace, compassion, one of those, that sounds close.
Okay, Google. Just kidding.
Cor Vit is like, what is this one? What's the broken sword?
You're good. Sorry, I'm trying to see if there's another riddle that has the same answer to help you figure out, help you get it.
'Cause, yeah, like it makes me think of like time, but it's not time
Mhm.
for sure.
You're close when you're saying things along. I'll tell you, you're close when you're saying things along the lines of compassion.
Love?
Not quite.
No. Love, honor, respect.
Empathy.
Often it is referred to, at least amongst some of us, as a kind of sometimes goes hand in hand. There's justice and there's
Mercy.
Oh, mercy.
and mercy. Mercy is what separates Silhana from Morpheus. While one seeks retributions for the wrongs of the world, one seeks vengeance for wrongs he claims are done. While one will stay her blade for the penitent, one will slay no matter the cost. No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest of armies. Of what do I speak?
I mean, that might be time.
Illness?
Fear.
Hunger?
Hunger for power. It will surely bring the downfall of our enemies. The bones of the world stretch towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white like a bride greeting her groom. What do I speak?
The way the music is so perfect.
Redbot knows what he's doing. Mountains.
Yes. In the mountains of Pelegorod, the Dark One lays bound, waiting for his followers to free him. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Justice?
Revenge.
Revenge is what fueled Morpheus in the ancient war. Vengeance for wounds that he perceived dealt. The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. What do I speak?
Tune?
Tune. A song we must sing to bring about a new age. With that, fog begins to part. You get a clear vision. What is around you? I can find it, yeah. there we go. You see that you're standing alongside kind of a river, lake thing. But you also see a few terrifying shapes. You see a few small bone-like they're dragons. But you see four there are four that are small, made of bones, and there's one very giant one that looks like it's made out of pure shadow. And the voice then says, "With the end of the Trial of Wits, so begins the Trial of Strength. Prove your worth against our guardians. You may pass. I need everyone to give me an initiative roll."
Dragons.
Rip.
Oh.
Anya,
dragons.
Anya, you better, carry us, please.
Nine.
Thank you.
No.
Delania?
Oh my.
7.
Cor Vit.
15.
Okay. Piotr.
I quit. It doesn't matter. 9, which is the highest. I just want to point out the highest. No.
But you got
Second
11.
Just roll
that
a
I've rolled
15.
all
Oh,
night.
the second highest you've rolled all night. All right, Galena and Piotr, who wants to go first?
Galena first.
Oh boy.
All right. The order is going to be Shadow Dragon, followed by Cor Vit,
Ooh.
followed by the Undead Wormlings,
Oh, that's a rad name right there.
That's
followed by Galena, followed by Piotr, ending with Delania.
Don't worry, guys. I've got the dragon sword right here. I'm right on it.
All right, Cor Vit, you're up first.
gosh. Wait, I'm up first. I thought the Shadow
Nope, sorry,
Dragon was.
Shadow Dragon's up first. You're right. I was looking at the initiative order. I was like, wait a second, that doesn't sound right. Anyway, Shadow Dragon. Let's see.
Which one is the Shadow Dragon, by the way?
I want you to take 5 guesses. The first 3 don't count. It's the big one.
I don't see a big one.
I don't see
It's
it.
more
You
little
don't see a big
ones.
one?
Yeah, I see 4 little ones.
It's not revealed yet.
Ah.
That would be
Oh,
okay.
no.
Come on, see it. Do you see
Oh,
it now?
wow.
Oh no!
Yeah, I was like, do you see it now?
Oh.
Okay, there we go.
He's so pretty.
That's a great
Alright.
evil Shadow Dragon.
He's pretty.
Okay. He is gonna go first, and he is going to start off by landing right here in between Galena and Cor Vit, taking a swipe at the Cor Vit. Make a multi-attack. One with
Bring
its,
it! Oh no!
One with its first
He's
attack is with
scarce.
a fight against Cor Vit that will miss. The second attack is gonna be, what's your AC again, Cor Vit?
17.
Okay, so that will miss.
Yes.
Next attack will hit. Or that's a
I hate
swipe with its
dragons.
claw. That's gonna be 14 points of slashing damage, Cor Vit. All right, and with that,
Okay.
it is now your turn, Cor Vit.
After getting hit, a quick flashback to the previous time he fought a dragon and, collapsed from freezing ice breath. He was like, "Not again, please," and then reaches out and summons the Hollowed Heart, the new spear, and let me go to my. And then he takes a I gotta. There's a couple of like new things now. I'm like, gotta figure that out. Okay, just make it. Okay. So I will just take 2 swings at this dragon beastie. So the first one, the shadow dragon with the hollowed heart,
Hallowed.
is first one is a natural 1.
All right, give me your d20 and see if you roll your level or below.
18.
18. All right, roll your d100 for the critical fail table.
Well, this is a great start, 71.
71, and this with your fancy new spear. All right. Okay, you lose your nerve as you watch your attack miss. Make a DC.
Oh no.
Well, what's your hit dice at?
My hit dice?
Mm-hmm.
8? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, you're gonna need to make a DC 19 wisdom saving throw. Or become frightened for 1 turn.
Whoa, huh? Okay. DC 19.
DC 19 wisdom saving throw.
And what do I add to it or nothing? Just straight roll.
I mean, you would add your wisdom bonus to it.
Oh,
It's a
wisdom.
It's a wisdom
You
saving
said
throw.
wisdom. You said wisdom. Yeah, I feel that. No. 6.
All right. Okay.
The terror. Oh no.
So Cor Vit, as you go out to stab it with your mighty new spear, you look up and you just see the horrifying visage of this dragon for the first time, and you get utterly and completely terrified. With that, the undead wormlings are on deck. One is going to close with Piotr up here.
I don't want it.
Piotr
Back up.
with a bite attack that's going to miss. This one's gonna fly over here, flank Galena, attack with advantage against Galena.
Sorry.
That will. What's your AC, Galena?
12.
Okay,
Can I cast shield?
Yeah.
Just gonna do that. So now it's 17.
Okay. That will miss then. One's gonna come up, attack Jelania.
Woo!
What's your AC, Jelania?
With the breastplate on, it's 16.
All right, that will be a hit then. That's gonna be 14 points of piercing damage plus 2 points of necrotic damage. Last one is gonna fly up to Cor Vit. Roll to hit, and that will hit Cor Vit for 7 points of piercing damage and 2 points of necrotic damage.
I am resistant to necrotic damage because I'm an asmer, so
That'll be 1 point of necrotic damage then.
Take that.
8 total. Okay.
Okay. All right, and with that takes us to Galena with Piotr on deck.
Okay, so this worm is all up in my face.
Very much so.
So she's going to reach out and touch it and cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay. For attack roll.
$25.
That will definitely hit.
$11.
Okay.
And then she's gonna cast Misty Step so she can go backwards 30 feet.
So backwards, you mean the top of the map or bottom of the map?
Top of the map.
This way? Okay. Go. Where you're at. Alright. It's now the turn of Piotr with Jelania on deck.
Okay. Piotr is going to... wait, let me actually look at this battle. Piotr is going to cast Vicious Mockery on the big boy.
Okay. Big boy's gonna make its wisdom saving throw. Wow, and it actually failed, even with its +5 bonus. It got
Take
a 7.
that.
All right, roll your damage. And it has disadvantage on its next attack. I'm really curious. How do you viciously mock a shadow dragon?
He's looking at the dragon. He's like, "Have you gotten some sun lately? You're looking a little light around the edges." Oh no! Found it. Three damage.
3 damage is 3 damage. All right.
And then one more thing. He is going to hand out Bardic Inspiration, which is a D8 for reference, to Galena.
Okay. All right. Zanya, it's your turn with the Shadow Dragon on deck.
No.
All right. I'm gonna do one attack. Sorry, I'll be serious. I'm gonna do one attack on the
house.
I'm gonna do one attack on the little guy that's on me right now.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That's a 13. No, 14.
Okay, that will. Let me double check. Not hit.
Oh. Well. Oh well. I am going to slip up around the shadow dragon over into the water to see if I can flank with Cor Vit, if possible.
Okay, so you're gonna provoke an attack of opportunity from the one you're leaving.
Nope, because I attacked it.
Because you attacked it.
Yeah, so if I need to make an attack on that top little one so that he won't swing at me, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, you would need to do that if you don't want to take the attack of opportunity.
Okay, so that one is way better. That's a 22.
That will hit.
Do I get extra dice because they are dragons?
You do get extra dice because they are dragons.
That's what, 3d6 or 3d8? I don't remember.
Your job to keep track of your stuff.
I know, I'm sorry.
I mean, I can look at it.
No, I got it.
It's 3d6.
Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, I need an extra d6. Okay, here we go. 14 plus 6, so 20 points of slashing damage.
Wow. Alright.
And then I'll just slip around so that I can get flanking advantage on the big guy.
Okay.
And then I will attack that one as well. So unfortunately, because this is my third offhand attack, it's not with the Dragon Slayer sword. But it is a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
So that is only 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
Alright. Shadow Dragon is gonna go now. Shadow Dragon is gonna take its multi-attack. First one is the bite attack against Cor Vit. Yeah, Cor Vit does a 24 hit ya?
No, it does. Yes.
Alright.
Oh.
Hit you with
Frightened. That sucks so much.
gonna be 11 points of piercing damage from the bite, and then 5 points of necrotic damage. A total of 16 points of damage.
So does that necrotic, is it already halved?
No, I did not have it. Sorry.
So is it 2 or
5
3?
minus, it'll be 2. I always rule in favor of the players in those type of situations. And then it's gonna make a claw attack against Delania.
Come
Your
at
AC
me.
is 17 again, you said?
16.
16? Okay, well, that's going to be a 17 to hit you.
Dang it. Maybe I can do something about this again. Probably not.
12 points of slashing damage. It is then
Okay.
going to make another claw attack against Jelania.
Okay.
That one will miss. It was only a 15. Cor Vit,
All
is
right,
your
then,
turn.
I'm going to use my riposte feature to attack it.
All right.
That's a 27 to hit.
Okay.
And this is with the Dragon Slayer sword. Terrible rolls, though. So only 14 points of slashing damage.
All right.
Oh, wait. I gotta add in my d8. That's an additional 6. So 20 total.
Okay.
Can't miss. Have to hit me.
Cor Vit, it is now your turn. And with the wormlings on deck.
Well, I'm frightened, aren't I? Just run away.
Oh, yep, that is true. You're frightened.
You're welcome.
So that will, thank you for remembering that. That will provoke attack of opportunity from the dragon and the wormling that you just disengaged.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, this is
21 hits.
Miss.
That will be 11 points of slashing damage. The wormling will miss, however.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Alright, I'm just in case I was. Okay, so that will be another attack of opportunity. That one will also miss.
Gosh.
Okay. Wormlings are now gonna go, and it is now.
Just wondering, Patrick.
Huh?
Do I roll at the end of my turn?
No, because
Or do I
it only lasted for one turn, so you're good.
Okay.
The frightened has left.
Cool.
It is now the wormling's turn. The closest wormling is going to rush the dragon and disappear as it comes into contact with the dragon, and you notice that some of the wounds on the dragon disappear.
All right, bring it.
Okay. And this one is going to attack Piotr.
No, you're not. Cutting words.
Okay, roll your d8. I rolled a 22
to say
to
50
hit you.
something.
I rolled a 22 to hit you.
Rip. Uh, 5. So you still hit me?
Okay, yep, so that would still hit. Good effort, though. Good effort. B. 13 points of damage. Piercing damage plus 3 points of necrotic damage. So,
16 in total.
yep, 16 in total. Alright. Now it is this wormling. Gonna move down here. Attack Jelania.
Yay.
I'm guessing that a 23 hits you, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yep. 8 points of piercing damage plus 1 point of necrotic damage. This one is going to come up and attack Cor Vit. And 16 misses you, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Sweet.
Cool. Barely. All right. That attack misses. It is now the turn of. Yeah. It is now the turn of Galena with Piotr on deck.
He's going to firebolt the one that's attacking Cor Vit.
Okay.
$25.
That will definitely hit.
Nine damage, and then she's gonna shove it 5 feet back away from him with shove.
Very nice. Okay. Sorry, math is hard. Anyway, and D&D is my math is hard, and tabletop role-playing games is my hobby of choice. Okay.
Real quick, who
Yes.
is north of Piotr?
Galena.
Okay.
Okay. Piotr, it is your turn with Jelania on deck.
Okay, Piotr is going to move 1 step southwest diagonal of that monster. And then cast Thunderwave.
Okay. That needs to make a strength saving throw, right?
Yes. Oh wait, what's to the east of Piotr?
A
That's
dead
another
tree.
bad guy.
Beyond that.
Another dragon. Another wormling, undead wormling.
So thunder.
Oh, to the east. Oh, sorry, east. Sorry, that's a tree.
Yeah, a tree, and then further to the east is another dragonling thing, right? Enemy,
Yeah.
anyway.
Patrick, I think you've got your directions mixed up. You moved in southeast too.
Oh,
Instead
sorry.
of southwest.
No, actually, that's fine. Let's keep southeast, honestly, because I just realized I could hit both of them.
All right, roll your.
Oh,
so sorry,
wait,
I
it's
rolled.
radio.
I'm
Lovely.
gonna cast it as a 2nd level spell, so that's
Okay.
3d8. And the saving, it's a Constitution saving throw.
And what's the DC?
16.
Both failed.
Yes, Piotr.
Hey, look, I'm doing damage, guys.
Yes. It's not just vicious mockery.
Well, I never use Vicious Mockery, I feel like, anymore. So I'm just pulling out all the things that I can do. Sorry, I am trying to identify D8s right now. It's what my brain is working on. I'm just gonna roll this one. I found one. One. $17 damage. And they are knocked automatically pushed 10 feet away from me. So I guess the one that's already 10 feet doesn't get pushed.
That one,
right?
I mean, it would still get pushed 10 feet away from you, but it's dead anyway. So
Dope.
the other one is pushed into the tree. Because I think this is fun, you get to do physics damage to it because you also pushed into the tree. It's gonna take some decent. Wow, it's gonna take 10 points of damage from that.
Nice.
So congratulations, you killed both of them.
Nice.
Piotr. Now you get a Dragon Slayer sword too.
What is the radius of that move?
Underweight?
15 feet.
I
I'm
guess
within that
technically,
15 feet.
yeah, Cor Vit would be within range of that.
Is he? Oh, balls.
Perfect. Give me a
literally,
Constitution saving throw.
No.
And take a point of
18,
inspiration.
baby.
And take
18, baby.
Okay, you're good. And also take inspiration for being honest.
I was like that whole time.
good.
I'm just sitting. I'm like, when they're done, I'll just say it. But okay, so I take half damage, right? Of 17.
Underwave? Does it say half damage or is it no damage?
Wait.
Ian? On a
On a successful save, take half damage. Yep.
save.
So,
half 17,
and it
round
is not
down.
pushed.
Okay.
So I'm still up, guys. I am. Cor Vit, you see Cor Vit, and he just looks so bad. He's He's not feeling great.
All right.
What if I used cutting words on myself?
Jelania, this is your turn.
Okay, how bad does the big guy look?
Not bad at all anymore.
Not bad at all?
Not
He's
bad
chill.
at all. And basically, any damage that had been done to him has been undone. By
Gotcha.
the,
And what about the little one behind me?
this little one is untouched.
Ah, great. And all my friends are gone. I'm surrounded. This is wonderful. But Anya don't like dragons, so I know this doesn't do anything mechanically except for maybe get me out of flanking. Can I be super awesome and like jump up onto the big dragon's like back or like on its neck or something?
Give me an acrobatics check. Opposed acrobatics check. I rolled a nat 20, by the way.
Oh,
So I rolled well, but it's a 24.
Okay. It rolled nat 20 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to get onto the dragon's back. It kind of like just swats you down, forces you back onto the ground as you try to hop up on its back.
Okay. Does that just like basically take up my movement?
Yeah,
to
it'll
try
just
and
say
do
that takes up your movement.
All right. And I'll just do all 3 of my attacks on the big one.
Okay.
An 18, a 12, and a 25.
Okay. Everything except the 12 will hit.
Okay. So one of those is from the Dragon Slayer's short sword. That is 18 points of magical slashing damage. All right, I can do math correctly, yeah. And then the other one is only 11.
Okay.
I am going to action surge to do 2 more attacks with the Dragon Slayer sword.
Okay.
An 18 and a 12, so just 1 more hit. Ooh, that's such good damage though. Okay, hang on, let me... There's 4 dice here, I have to math. 22 points of slashing damage. And, yeah, that's my turn.
All right. The Shadow Dragon's gonna go. Gonna reach up, rear back, get on its hind legs, and then let out a shadowy breath of, like shadow fire on Jelania. I need you to give me a DC 18 dexterity
I'm gonna
saving throw.
use. Oh, it's not an attack.
Yeah, it's not
roll?
an attack roll. It's a
Saving
it's a
throw.
saving throw.
Hey, this is something that I do get plus 8 to, though.
Yeah.
So I've got a decent chance. Yeah, that's a 22.
Okay, so you'll take half damage.
Does the baby dragon take the damage too?
The baby dragon is immune to the damage it does.
Ah, friendly fire is turned off for them.
Hold on, sorry. It's still going to be a butt ton of damage because it would normally be 16d6, by the way. So it's still going to be a crap ton of damage, so you're taking half of whatever I roll right here.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
Patrick, you
God.
evil human.
I was trying to wait till you're all grouped together. That's going to be 32 points of damage. Necrotic damage.
Oh!
Bad
Is he
does
down?
Jelania look? Like,
Is
she up?
Yes, I still have double digits. Barely.
All right. With that, it's going to be Cor Vit's turn.
So after just shaking off this frightened state, just like calming my breathing, you can do this. And realizing, looking around and seeing that Anya is just all of a sudden just covered in whatever shadowy fire and not looking great. What's my range on this? 6 feet. I want to go a little south east. Yeah, go down like 10, 15 feet, and then go like southeast from there, like one spot. Just and sorry, if I go there, can I still see Jelania, or
No,
is she blocked
she is
from view?
blocked by the shadow
Okay.
dragon.
So let me go back up there, and I figured I could kind of see her from before. I want to just get into like view so I can see her.
If you stand right there, you can see her.
Okay. So with kind of just like what do I do? Then kind of realizing again the kind of the choices that he's made and that Bronislav said he's gonna help. He uses what's it called? Healing Light as a bonus action. So from 60 feet away, I roll a number of dice, d6s, up to 5 to heal one person. So I am healing Jelania. 4 d6s with Healing Light.
Okay.
Well, it's not great. So
Hey,
that's exactly
that almost doubles what I had. So
So I heal. So with my bonus action, I do that, and that's a feature
Okay.
that I have. And then with my action, I'm like, hey, come on, let's try this. I cast Banishment on the big dragon.
You have something that the dragon considers repulsive.
Oh.
That is one of the required.
Oh.
And it is one of the ones,
You're
one of
right.
the very few spell components I am extremely strict about, because otherwise
So we
banishment
can't
can,
eat things?
because I've been screwed over by banishment. So
do have a holy spear.
you have, and if you can argue with me why
Yeah.
something is considered repulsive, I will go with it. But you have to have something that's considered repulsive.
Okay then. I'm just looking at my inventory. Is there anything a dragon wouldn't like?
A shadow dragon.
I know. I'm
specifically.
like, I am filled with light. I have this light spear, essentially, but I don't have. I mean, a torch wouldn't work because it's not lit. I think it's repulsive. I have a light crossbow. It says light. Okay, never mind then. I guess that I don't have anything that I can think of. Come on, chat. Anything? No. Okay. Okay, I think I try and cast it and it just fails then.
Okay. Sure you don't want
Because-
to do something else? You sure?
I mean, if you let me do something else,
I'll let you do something else. I just want to let you guys. I didn't realize. I normally tell people this when they get access to banishment. I didn't realize you had access to banishment. Banishment is one of
Okay.
the few things besides resurrection spells that I'm extremely strict about the spellcasting components, just because banishment can totally screw up an encounter.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Remember when we did that?
yeah,
before?
that's why. That's why.
Thanks, Ian.
This is why you give your big bosses legendary saves, so that they can just be like, no, I'm still here.
Yes,
Yeah.
to do that as well.
All right. I'm gonna try throwing out an Eldritch Blast then.
Okay.
Version. I'm like, I used to do this before. I don't know what it looks like now. So, does anything come out of my hands?
Yes.
You know.
Definitely.
different-
What do you
Hey.
what do you think would come out of your hands as a
So
holy version of
this-
Eldritch Light? I mean,
Yeah,
Eldritch,
this
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast obviously is not like silver. It was like a silver gray before with like kind of darker blues intermingled in and some of those crimson colors. This one is definitely like more just like almost white. It's like gold, white. You can't tell if it's gold or white, but with kind of very vibrant, lighter blue shades in it. So that's what the Eldritch Blast looks like, and I send out a couple of them, right? Yeah. So I send out 2 beams, and they are. One is a 10 to hit, and the other is a 26 to hit.
Okay, the 26 will hit, 10 will miss.
Okay, so I do... Ah, that's awesome. 15 points of force damage.
Not bad.
And then whatever remaining movement I have, I am backing straight away from that dragon.
Okay, you can get like here.
Okay,
All right.
and that's my turn.
The wormling, last remaining wormling, is going to attack Shalanya.
Yay.
I got a nat 20.
Oh no.
Okay.
– 14 points of piercing damage and 7 points of necrotic damage.
7? Oh. All right, I'm still here.
Just
But that
changed
really
my-
sucks.
still
you just
I think
changed my plan.
I
was
think
going
actually
to murder your dragon.
what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to use my parry effect. When another creature damages you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction and a superiority die to reduce the damage.
Okay.
So it is 9 less.
Okay then. All right.
How you feeling, Anya?
Not good.
Galena, it is your turn with Piotr on deck.
She's gonna cast Polymorph on the Shadow Dragon.
All right.
Wisdom save of 15.
Please, Lord.
Oh, that's the face of someone who had their dragon polymorphed.
You turned him
oh my
into a
God.
goldfish.
All right. So this big, terrifying shadow dragon morphs into a goldfish.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's so little and gold. It's so perfect.
Galena for the win. Oh, so scared.
All right. So it's gonna have a very small amount of hit points
For now.
for
Or it
now.
reverts back,
It will
right?
revert back if you decide to kill it.
Don't damage it.
Or yep.
I mean, it's
Don't
part of the
damage it.
trial. Aren't we supposed to kill it? That's kind of the point of the trial,
But we've
right?
defeated it. Do you have to kill it or defeat it?
That's a good question.
Well, if we let it morph back into a dragon, we will have undefeated it. So
In an hour. Defeat
Still
the
got
little one
this guy.
first, then we'll discuss it.
Okay.
we just like sit around this flopping goldfish. You're like, do we just step on it or?
All right.
Well, it's in the lake now.
Yep. Who knows where it went? It's in the water now.
Oh my gosh. How murky is this water?
It's pretty murky.
Oh
Goes
no.
along with everything else in this place. All right, Piotr, it's your. Unless you have anything else you want to do, Galena, it's Piotr's turn.
Nope, nothing else.
All right, Piotr, it is your turn.
How
with
convinced is
Jelania
Piotr
on deck.
to discuss murdering this stupid goldfish?
I would recommend taking out the wormling next.
Please don't let this baby dragon kill me. I know that I accidentally encouraged you to fall off a tower a few hours ago, but please don't take that out on me.
No, I'm gonna be a healer. That's what I'm gonna do right now.
Okay.
I am going to cast Healing Word at a fifth level spell, so that will be 5d4.
Should yeah.
Damage not damage. HP pending. .13 hit points for Anya.
Yay, thank you.
Yeah, sorry. I got a lot of ones.
All right, Jelania. Healing word is technically a bonus action. You want to take an action, Piotr?
Oh. Yeah.
Why healing word
I'm
is the most
also,
overpowered healing spell in the game.
It's great.
Um. Oh wait, so that should have been a 4th level spell. Which means subtract.
How many ones?
Just
did you roll?
that
13
number.
hit points is fine. Just go with it. Not gonna make
Okay.
you do math. Just go with it.
Sorry, guys. Oh, okay. So I am also going to bardically inspire Anya.
All right.
Perfect.
Pick up the goldfish.
How do you bardically inspire Anya?
All right, Anya. Reach into your ancestral past and I don't know, find the goldfish because we can't let it get away.
Inspiring words. Maybe about as
And she-
inspiring as you healing me and stopping me from dying.
She she feels magically inspired anyway. Somehow.
You're forcibly inspired.
All right, Jelania, it is your turn.
All right, I'll go for the little dragon first. One attack at a time. That's a 19.
Okay.
That is woo, 19 points of damage. Second attack is a dirty 20. And 18 points of damage.
Tell me how you did it.
I think I'd like first attack is almost just like a kick from behind and then like just spin around and like lop off its little head. And then I still have my bonus action. Can I get the fish? Just like scoop it.
Sure. Give me an attack roll to see if you can pick up the fish.
A dex-based attack or a
We'll
strength-based
say
attack?
dex-based.
Oh, with proficiency?
Sure.
Okay, 14.
Right, you pick up the goldfish.
Yes!
That's
I have
the
the fish!
All right.
For a moment, I think about just like eating it, and then I'm like, no, it would turn into a dragon inside me and I would explode. So I don't do that.
Good plan. All right.
So I just like hold it out towards Galena. This is your fish, I think.
Do we actually want to keep that around? I don't think we want to keep that around.
If you damage it, it'll turn back into a dragon.
Exactly.
Why
Like,
don't we
how-
kill it?
Because it'll turn to a dragon again, right?
Will
That's
it?
how this
Is that how
thing
that works?
works.
I
don't know.
Is that how that works?
I'm not sure. I've never gotten a chance to practice this spell before.
Oh, good to
I'm
know.
really tempted to just go throw it out into the ocean and a shark will get it and then it will be the shark's problem.
It's not.
Patrick, can Piotr roll like an Arcana roll to see if he can think about this from his studies?
Sure. I mean, Galena would be very well aware that if the goldfish took enough damage, because it's her spell, she'd be well aware that if the goldfish took enough damage, it would turn back into the dragon. But if you want to, you're welcome to make an Arcana check. See what you know about the spell.
Dang it. So what do we do?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
I'm going to
okay.
do that just in case.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. But while you're doing that, a path in the fog opens up, and you see a clear, like, stone path leading out way where you're at.
Okay.
Oh, Oh. Okay.
Gleam's like, see? Polymorphing counts as defeating. You don't have to kill everything. And then she walks away.
Hey,
So-
before-
Jelenia is going to drink one of her superior healing potions and
Oh,
then
that's
put the
nice.
fish in the empty bottle.
Okay.
We can give this to the Dark Priestess. I think it belongs to her anyway.
Oh. Hey, we better get to her in less. How long, Galena, does this last? Do you know?
You have an hour.
Yeah, let's hurry.
Yeah, let's see.
Anya, Piotr, Galena, did you get hurt at all?
No, I used Misty
No?
Step. It's very helpful.
No, that's right. That's right. How are you two feeling? Do you guys need more? And you see Cor Vit just like get super dizzy, lightheaded on his feet. Oh, I think I need something too.
Oh, I have a lesser healing potion. Would you like one?
They might have one. I have one. I have a potion of healing. So I'm gonna drink that, and then 2d4 plus 2. Okay.
If you need more potions, I have more. But we can't take the time to take a break because then
Nope.
the dragon will come back.
No, we gotta hurry. And then with that, I also use healing hands on myself. Just I touch my arm and be like, I need some help. And so I just heal myself for 8 more hit points.
All right.
So
Make your way down the cobblestone path thing. And eventually you come across, you see in the distance, a little cabin.
Is there any point in waiting, or should we just go in?
wonder what the last test is gonna be.
Is there more? Other than just talking to her?
I don't know. Let's do it. Figure out
Yeah.
who's... Meet the person who's brought us all together, essentially.
Okay. You walk up to the cabin. Door is closed. See smoke coming out of the chimney. The windows are, you look in the windows and you can see, looking in the windows, you see a very cozy, looking interior of the cabin.
Look at each other, look at Galena and Piotr and Jelani and say, well, let's figure out what she wants with this, huh?
You should
Yeah.
probably knock politely.
Well, then
That's not a
someone
bad
else should do that. I'm sure I will knock rudely somehow.
I can knock politely.
Let the diplomat do his job.
All right. You knock on the door, and as you knock on it, it swings open. You hear a voice say, "Please, come in." Walk inside.
Okay.
You walk inside and you see there's a table set with 4 places. You see a stew sitting on it. And see him. And there's another room that you can hear the voice coming from. It's like, "Please sit, eat. I'll be with you in just a moment."
I'll I won't eat, but I'll
What
sit.
what is in front of them on the table?
A stew of some sort. Has meat, potatoes, beans.
Can we figure out what kind of meat?
It looks like beef. All right.
But
Looks
is it
like-
though?
I'm not Eric. I don't get super descriptive with the food.
I think Piotr's trying to determine if it's people.
It
Yeah.
looks like beef. The only way to tell is to take a bite.
Lena's gonna cast
Alright,
Find
yep.
Familiar and summon Luchik and have him be her taste tester.
Luchik
My
looks at you
gosh.
very
Wait,
dejectedly.
you're
You're
gonna
just gonna
make
have
us-
him try to eat meat.
The squirrel's gonna
Well,
eat
she's
me.
gonna give him a little like chunk of potato in the broth, not the actual. She's like, I'm sorry, but you know it's easier if you die, I can bring you back. If I die, that's it, we're done.
Alright. Luchik will begrudgingly take a bite of the potato and start eating more potato and start drinking the broth. Nothing happens
Luchik
to Luchik.
appreciation.
Nothing happens to Luchik. Luchik looks perfectly fine. I did not expect you guys to be this suspicious of a dang stew.
We have
What
gone
do you
through so much.
expect,
man?
How? You should have known by now. Like, we're skeptical of everything you do.
Clearly.
Cor Vit didn't want the wine from his own brother.
It's true.
Oh, that's true. Oh man,
That's
yeah.
true.
That is
Anyway, so
sad development on his part.
you sit and eat, and
I don't eat, by the way.
you don't eat, and you hear a voice from the doorway say, "It's very impolite to refuse the meal of your host." And you turn. This is the figure that you see.
Oh my.
So,
my.
you know, for those of us in our
She's
listening
also pretty
audience-
hot, just saying.
For those of us in our listening
Yeah,
audience,
no, she's
she is wearing very dark, black and red coloring, armor. She has a mask on her face covering her eyes. She's currently, in the picture, she's wielding a flail, but she's not currently wielding that. She's kind of sitting there, her arms crossed, leaning against one of the leaning against the door, the doorway. She says, "I promise you that I'm not trying to kill you. It's good food."
There's a lot of other things that it could do besides kill us.
You'll have to excuse us. You wouldn't have been the first person to try to kill us, so we have to be a bit skeptical in situations like these.
I've been trying for months to get to meet you. Why would I kill you when I got you here?
Maybe that was the plan all along.
possible. But
Why would I want to kill you when I need you?
Well, maybe you should have been more clear on that the first time.
I've been trying very hard to be clear on what I want. The foul magics of the profane guard have been preventing me from being as clear as I would like. Instead, I've only been able to see, you've only been able to see glimpses of me. Perhaps you recognize a girl by the lake.
I was gonna ask, is she the girl from? Do I recognize her
Yeah,
from like the very waking up, coming out of the cave?
you do recognize, at least, as much of her as you can see, you recognize her, and she reaches into her
Hey,
pocket,
do
and
you?
she hands out a pouch and says, "This is yours, by the way. I don't really have need of it."
I open it up. What's in there?
It's for the gold you gave her.
Hey guys, my gold is back. We have.
Wow,
my,
yeah. Now that
I
you're so
mean-
broke and you super need gold.
I am. Thank you very much. And my dad's gonna not want me much longer. So.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Hey,
sure of it.
I got. That increased my gold by 33%, guys. By 50%.
Wow.
I have 3 gold. So, I am broke.
I am sorry that we weren't able to meet in person before this time, but fortunately, the Profane Guard has grown quite strong, and this is one of the few places left in the world that I'm able to, go about safely.
So many questions, I guess. But
Sir, you have a lot of questions. I'll be happy to answer as many as I can.
why, from all the stories and before, we heard you had worked or served Morpheus. So that's not the case anymore? Because it
Oh,
sounds
no.
like you and the Profane Guard don't like each other.
I very much still serve Morpheus. It's the Profane Guard who no longer serve Morpheus.
That's
All right.
confusing.
You really need to understand that you need to explain yourself because we're not here like palsy-walsy fun times.
I'm more than happy to explain myself. And see, the Profane Guard used to be, during the Ancient War, were the elite warriors of Morpheus. But something happened during the last battle, the Battle of Pelegrode, that caused Morpheus and Silhana to put their differences aside and to decide to work together to vanquish it. This, of course, is not what your church teaches you, nor your history books, but it is the truth. You have encountered the Sk'rall, is that correct?
The ugly bug things.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Sk'rall are not of this world, easiest way to put it. They are filled with a hunger. They go from world to world devouring it in the name of their master. One of their masters, a Sk'rall by the name of Uxtav, set his eyes on this world during the Ancient War. Uxtav thought it was during the Ancient War, when the two most powerful dragon gods were fighting each other, that would be an opportune time to enter the world and claim it for his own to feed him and his children. Morpheus is never called the Dark One. Not in our scripture, not in yours. But ancient dwarven annals speak of the Deep Ones or the Dark Ones. Uxtav had been laying the groundwork for his invasion for centuries. When he tried to enter this world during the battle at the Valley of Pelegrode, Morpheus and Silhana put aside their differences to prevent him from entering. And they bound him beneath the mountains of the Valley of Pelegrode. It was over time, however, the legends and myths of the Profane Guard changed. It was no longer Uxtav who was bound. It was Morpheus who was bound below the mountains. Uxtav, even though he was bound and chained, could still use his power to whisper into the minds of men, whispered to those profane guardsmen who were in charge of protecting his resting place, feeding them the words of the dark rituals the sacrifices that they would need to perform to release him. Silhana has chosen her champions through her archmatriarch, and my job was to choose my champions, for my Lord Morpheus, to prevent Uxtav from rising again. Of course, there were rules as to who we could choose, and so, based upon those rules, I chose the 6 of you that started, and now the 4 of you that are here before me. Though I have many, many others that I could choose from if I needed.
What were these rules?
Very simple. You needed the blood of Morpheus in you. See, when Morpheus was on this world, and during the Ancient War, he had many, many lovers. And children, demigods. You must have noticed, you're not weak like the average person. You're stronger. You possess abilities and your natural talent that the average person would dream of. This is because you are descendants of the Dark Dragon himself.
No, I hadn't noticed that. Interesting.
You, of all people, had not noticed that? Magical talent dwarfs that of many other wizards. Maybe your marks in school were average, but your raw talent is... and you will surpass the power of any other wizard that has ever come before you, Colleen.
Not sure I completely believe this yet. Although them being chosen by Morpheus instead of Silhana actually kind of makes a lot of sense.
Of course.
But what's your connection with Maeve?
I have no connection with that harlot.
Then why is she sticking her nose in our business?
Because she is a Fey Lord and she can't stand the thought of not being involved in this conflict. I mean, if this world falls, the realms around it will also fall and will serve to feed Uxthav and his children.
I guess a Fey Lord wouldn't like that.
Certainly not. Now, I do want one thing to be perfectly clear, however. Morpheus is intent when Morpheus can, when Morpheus awakes. We will destroy this world. Destroying this world is the only way to guarantee that the Sk'rall will never be able to have it. The only way to stop the greed and the dark passions of man. But we want this world to end on our terms, not Uxthav's.
Yes, if I can't have the toy, then I'm gonna break the toy so no one else can have it.
It's a very simplistic, childish way of putting it, but that's what it takes for you to understand. Sure.
So what do you actually want from us?
I want you to stop the rituals. And if you cannot, I want you to defeat Uxthav and banish him from this world permanently.
You want us to do that when Silhana and Morpheus couldn't?
Silhana and
Is this all
Morpheus
true?
were very weakened from the war they had been fighting with each other. They're still recovering their strength. But I have the utmost confidence in you.
What do we get out of it?
What do you want?
I can't speak for everyone.
And I know some things. Jelanya, your sister, her soul has been sold to Uxthav. I can get her back for you.
What if I don't believe you? Couldn't even get us to give a wonderful conversation to you for months.
When the Profane Guard defeated, I will be much more powerful than I was before. But if you don't believe me, I can provide a demonstration.
Oh. What sort of demonstration?
There are souls that are not out of my grasp currently. I can call upon a soul of someone that that Morpheus has claim over. someone you're very familiar with. Would you like to see?
Who is it?
You wouldn't know her, but
Hmm.
the only one who would know her would be Jelania.
If it's who I think it is, I don't want to see her.
I would understand why. But I assure you that your sister's soul will not be out of my reach if you help me.
And he just kind of like sits back, like looks up, like deep in thought, kind of stops talking for a while.
I'm going to give you all a little bit to mull over what I've told you and perhaps think of some other questions. In the meantime, Cor Vit, there are some people waiting for you outside that you haven't seen in a long time. Oh, and she looks at Glina. May I have my dragon back, please?
Yes, we definitely don't want to keep it for longer than an hour.
I definitely don't want you to have it for longer than an hour. Quite embarrassed by his current state, you see. He holds
He
out her
makes
hand.
such a cute little goldfish.
But he makes such a more fearsome guardian. And her, the goldfish.
She's like, no, this is my fish.
If Galena has it, she will, but it depends on if
No, I thought
Jelania
Galena-
handed it to
I
her.
thought Galena had it.
Oh, then she would
Jelania's-
definitely just hand it over. She's also just been eating the stew and looking back and forth between them and...
Alright. So, with that, she walked outside. Anyone else want to, Cor Vit, you want to head outside and see who's waiting for you?
Yeah, I stand up and take a breath and head on outside.
Cor Vit, you go outside. See three very familiar faces. First two are very, very easy to recognize. See Iona, Rayla standing there. They kind of standing there talking to each other. And last one's will take you a little bit longer. He's not wearing his usual armor. It's darker. Back is this spiked sword. And his eyes are this red, dark red. But you recognize Tian. They turn to you. Rayla lets out a screech and then runs up and just hugs you as hard as she can. Iona not far behind you, also wrapping his arms around you.
Oh,
Cor Vit, it's so good to see you.
yeah, I know. Let me easy. Oh, it's been a rough day.
They let go of you.
Oh.
Thought you didn't know what to think. You've been gone for so long.
You guys have been gone for so long.
We haven't exactly had a way off the island.
You've been here?
Rayla looks at you. It's probably best if Tian explains. Yes, we've been here ever since that day.
Good to see you. Glad you guys are safe. I look towards Tian. Is he looking at me?
Yes.
So, wanted a new look or something?
It was either this or let them die.
What happened?
As the profane guardsmen swarmed us, I heard the voice of the Dark Priestess. It said that if I served her, provide me with the strength I needed to come hackers. Take us to a place. Rest and heal. Let's head to server. And I couldn't let them die, Cor Vit. Had to.
I'm glad you guys got out of there.
You're disappointed.
How did you never tell me?
It was an instruction from the church. My identity as an ASMR was to be kept secret. The blessing of the dragons was not to reveal it. It's to be kept secret so that way I could guide you and help you. Not have you think that the church was involved in every aspect of your life.
But they were.
You're valuable. You are valuable to them, Cor Vit. Just let you go about doing what you willed. You are dragon touched.
And yet, I still can't believe you never told me.
Number of times that I wanted to, but
Even after what happened, after I killed all those innocent people,
I'm sorry, Cor Vit. I wish that I could have, but would you have accepted me? You would have turned me away as another tool of the church?
I listened to you. I admired you. You were the closest thing to a father I had. A real father, one who actually cared.
I am terribly sorry, Cor Vit. But it doesn't matter now. I don't serve Silhana anymore.
You want to come destroy the world too, huh?
What the Dark Priestess says is true. Destroying the world might be the only choice we have.
Yeah, there's lots of problems with it. There's so much happening and going on, but there's also so much to live for. How could you believe that it's better to destroy everything?
Better to destroy everything than have this world be enslaved by eldritch horrors that our minds can barely comprehend. Serve to feed them and to our souls, our children's souls, our children's children's souls, just to make them stronger, that they may stampede to other worlds and do the same thing.
I don't know. Corbett just Corbett just shakes his head and leaves and just walks off on his own thinking.
Wow. Made Braden so upset he actually left. Lena, Piotr, Jelania, anything that you guys want to do?
Not particularly.
In that case,
I'm just going to accept it with no objections.
thank you everybody for coming out tonight.
No! Stop it!
We're gonna go ahead and end the session there, but before we officially end, I'm going to draw one of our entrants and see who wins the 20. And congratulations goes to Deep Frito.
Hey.
For those of us who know,
Nice, very nice.
Deep Frito is a longtime fan of the channel. He has been here for he's been here through the ups and through the downs. He's been here since the beginning. So I think seems very fitting that he would be the one to win. And so Deep Frito, we will one of us will shoot a message. Not that you're ever going to use a D20 because you only play Savage Worlds, but one of us shoot a message. We just need to get your mailing address so that way we can ship you the D20 to you. But thanks again everyone for watching. We will be back. We will be back with Rehash the Rolls on the 1st of September, where you have any questions, you can submit the questions to the you can submit questions and our players will answer them. You make people roll d20s when you cast Fear. That's true. You can ask questions about anything. We will let you know who our guests are once we have decided them, which we normally do after our session. But then after that, we will we will not, as sad as it may sound, we will not be back on the 9th when we normally would. My family is going to be in town. And as much as I love playing this game, I love my family a lot more, and I will be spending time with them. We will not be back on the 9th, which will be when our usual session would be. So, Ready to Roll will return on the 23rd of September. I know that seems like a very, very, very long time, particularly where we have ended. It is a really long time with where we ended. Holy crap. But don't worry, there will be other things that are going on. On the 17th of September, Lydia will be down in where the rest of us are in Utah, where most of us are, with the exception of Sarah. We'll be in Utah, and we are going to get together live for our first ever Homebrew Hall live thing. We're probably going to do a one-shot of some sort. Not 100%. We are in person, so it will. In person, we're very excited about the in-person stuff, and tune in on the 17th for something Homebrew Hall and Ready to Roll adjacent. Again, thanks everyone for coming out, and we will talk with you next time. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Yeah.